thick of tension. The family is gathered around the table, attempting to enjoy their Christmas meal. Everyone, please begin. It's been a while since we've been together. Bea, try. Let's enjoy this meal and each other's company. Indeed, Colonel. Though, I must say, the house is a bit chaotic. That could all make it. It's important to keep traditions alive. Mrs. Red, we're all here at this moment. The house was filled with unspoken tension. It's clear that the family is divided, with a clear hierarchy of favoritism. Kirsten and John are the golden children, always praised and held up as examples. The rest of the family, especially Francis, feel overlooked and undervalued. It's nice to see everyone, though I'm not sure if anyone really cares about me. Don't worry, Francis, your art is amazing. Just keep creating. Julian, ever the free spirit, tries to offer support to her struggling cousin. Her words are overpowered by the escalating tension. Kirsten, darling, we've got somebody here. I'm so proud of you. Indeed, Bea. Though, indeed, Bea. Why do you keep praising President John? What about me and trying my best? The tension escalated. Francis, unable to hold back his frustration any longer, confronts his family about their obvious favoritism. Well, Francis, you know Kristen and I have been the responsible ones. We're the ones who made the family proud. Oh, Francis, you know we all love you. Just keep working hard and you'll get there. Kristen's words, filled with arrogance, only fuel Francis' anger. He feels like his efforts are constantly being dismissed. Jace, ever the peacemaker, attempts to lighten the situation with a light-hearted comment, but his words fall flat. No, you don't understand. My art is important. I'm not just sitting on his around all day. The room falls silent. Everyone stares at Francis in shock. He has never spoken out like this before. But it's not the right to pay for this. You're always praising President John for their success. What about my success? What about the passion I put into my art? The tension in the room is evident. The family is divided. Their unspoken rivalries and jealousy bubbling to the surface. Oh, Francis, you're being so dramatic. You'll get there eventually. Just keep practicing. Kirsten's dismissive tone only further inflames Francis' anger. He feels like his family is incapable of seeing him for who he truly is. Kirsten, that's not fair. Francis pours his heart and soul into his art. You should be supporting him, not putting him down. Julian, ever the defender of the underdog, steps in to defend her cousin. Her words, though spoken softly, carry a powerful message of support and acceptance. Julian's right. You're always supportive of one another. John, for one, seems to agree with Julian. He sees the hurt in Francis' eyes, and he feels a bit of guilt for his own pride. Thank you, Julian, the only one who gets it. Francis, feeling a bit of hope, turns to Julian, his eyes filled with gratitude. For the first time, he feels like he has an ally in his family. Oh, for goodness sake, Shula, can't we also have a nice dinner together? I remember when your father was a young you get upset and didn't get his sweet. Grandfather Zed, with his mischievous twinkle in his eye, attempts to lighten the situation with a humorous joke. His words, though